Hello, I'm Josiah David, aka I2I35, and welcome to another episode of the Correcting Saul Rosenberg 84 series, and this one is titled, What Would Be Lost? He's talking about, what would happen if religion was lost? Well, basically, this is the classical thing that atheists try to do. They always try to mean the gospel, and then use all excuses like Islam and stuff, and superimpose that and those kind of supposed reasons why they would like it to be gone, that I cannot imagine anything stuck with more flawed logic than that. And I don't want anyone to think, oh, I'm the evil creationist, or I'm destroying science and reason, blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to bring people back to true science and reason. And I don't want anyone to think, oh, you're not allowed to correct these videos. Look, I already made it clear to you that I am for truth and against error, and if there's something erroneous that Mike is saying, I'm going to correct it, whether you like it or not. And this is what he has to say about it. And nothing says quite like responding to someone who is like 200 years behind in their science that try to stress some pseudoscientific theory that, life can come from non-living material. Louis Pasteur, the creation scientist, already proved to us that that is not a scientific attitude or idea, whatever. It totally violates the laws of science. Anyway, this is...
What are you defending?
I'm trying to defend science, reason, reality, evidence, and the Bible.
If tomorrow, everyone in North America woke up and we were all organic atheists, meaning someone who came to the realization that, hey, there probably isn't a God.
We would all become denialists, and what... basically, the only logical place where you come to realize is that there's an intelligent designer behind the universe, and the fingerprint of this intelligent designer happens to be the Lord God Jesus Christ. Upon research, upon deciphering, upon finding things out for oneself.
Linked to positive society, of the highest levels of organic atheism, are also some of the better rated societies on the HDMI on Earth.
Does the name China or North Korea mean anything to you? Atheism leads to madness. It is based on conflicting reports. People will have their own wishful thinking. This is a video of wishful thinking. And atheist countries would go so far as to say, oh, we created the world, we make the rules, which is exactly what communist China and North Korea are trying to do. It's just way beyond craziness, confusion, indoctrination, brainwashing, and madness. Yes.
I'm not saying human beings would become loving flower children at the loss of religion. We wouldn't. We'd still be angry little chimps.
We are not chimps. We are in no way related to animals. We are people created in the image of God to have a soul, speak, and have a conscience of right and wrong. Animals do not have that. Well, they don't speak. They might give us a lesson of what we're supposed to be. The Bible tells us to look at animals and how they act. Ants are responsible. They gather their food in the winter and stuff like that.
The ego fights and fights and fights and fights and fights because it doesn't want to deal with reality.
Basically, I do want to deal with reality, and the reality is God does exist. Things are so complex, and there are miracles happening in so many people's lives.
What would be lost if religion disappeared? Drop the Quran, the Bible, and pretty much any other holy book out there and replaced it with textbook.
Textbooks are not reliable these days. They're filled with lies. They're filled with propaganda. Evolutionism is religion itself. Because, as I said before, religion or a cult is something that contemplates things without proof or evidence.
You drop the Quran, the Bible, and pretty much... I'll give you a hint. If history is to give us any example of what would happen, it would not be a just society. It would not be a happy society. It would be a cruel and backwards Bronze Age society.
There was never a Bronze Age.
It would not be a beacon of light for the world. It would be...
He just cussed right there. I just bleeped that out.